Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Replicant Fish.
Women's new viral trend. Leave the good guy. Leave the good guy. Leave the good guy. The decent man.
Self-sabotage refers to behavior often unconscious that hinders a person's goal and well-being. It is like actively working against oneself, preventing success or happiness. Example includes procrastinating, perfectionism, and the frick does it say? Engaging in unhealthy habits.
Yeah?
Makes
No one's
sense?
ever treated me this good before. No one's ever been so nice to me. No one's ever cared about what I think and feel. You're the first man to ever treat me like this. Bruh, you're cooked. If a
Cooked.
woman has said any of the previous...
Cooked. First person I dated after my divorce. These exact words were said to me. Oh, I've never been treated so nicely before. No man has ever been as good as me the way you have been good to me. Cooked. I didn't know at the time, but cooked.
to you, bruh, you cooked. You're baked like a potato. Fluffy.
That was more deep fried.
Yeah. I'm not sure where this came from, but there's a new surge of women talking about leaving good men. This has always been a thing. It's been a thing for a long time now of women leaving good men. But this new surge is weird. And it just reminds you as a man, the sort of women you're dealing with in modern dating. Why effing bother?
Why?
The guilt and shame from wanting to leave a man that is good but not the one, it can be debilitating. I know because I left a 12-year relationship with a good
12 years. Sounds very familiar.
but not the one for me man.
Note her wording. Note her wording. A good man but not the one. Bruh. A good man but not the one. This is a grown woman. God knows how old she is. She's definitely not in her 20s. If she is, my
Maybe 38?
God, my God.
Cruel Max leftover.
But look at this grown woman. We're confident that she's a millennial, still waffling that one nonsense. It's like at this stage in your life, you're still looking for the one? Are you that delusional? Yeah.
But you've been with this guy for 12 years. You don't see yourself in any way, shape, or form being with this guy because you're still looking for an imaginary guy. What?
Yeah, she and many of them are. Now, it's one thing if there was a popular trend of women saying, oh, we need to leave toxic men. But where is that trend? Why has that never been a trend? It's like,
Right? Right?
it's so weird, isn't it? But it's a common thing a lot of men understand nowadays. Bruh, if you're too decent and good to these modern women, they will walk their F all over you. They'll wipe their feet and not care. Because you're a good man, but please, that means nothing to a woman looking for the one.
To leave a man that is good but not the one.
I hope you're focused and on your square. A man she may never find.
But here's the thing, staying with them is worse for them. They deserve to be with someone who wants to be there, who loves them, who sees a future with them, who sees a life with them. If you are staying with them out of pity, out of guilt, out of feeling bad because you're
Out of pity? Really? You disgusting person.
not brave enough to make that decision, that's not fair to them. Let them go and give them the opportunity to go find someone that is for them, that is their
That point there, I agree with.
I can
but
agree
here
with
we
that.
have a lack of accountability. What do I mean? What a lot of men should understand about the modern woman, she has to be seen as the best and better one. Hence, you can't be the good one, bro. If you're the good one, this woman is one big mistake away from looking like the villain. We know women love to play
True.
victims. Oh, I'm a victim. Oh my God. So how can a woman play victim to a good man? No.
This is 100% correct. Replicant is hitting it on the nose, right? This is why they date the toxic men. They don't have to be better themselves because these toxic men don't expect them to be better.
No. Notice how women like to be seen by the world, by everyone. So if everyone's looking in at this couple and people are seeing like, oh my God, she's awful. Look at that good, decent man and she's just there. Yeah? So regardless of what some women say, a lot of them aren't accountable enough to admit they cannot look amazing next to you if you're the good one. They cannot feel amazing if as a man you're the one that has complaints about her and not the other way around. Some women do not like the fact they can't group up and sit down in a group of their friends and complain about their man. Now,
True.
if one woman in that group
Because, remember, misery loves company. If one shares, You have to be able to share your misery too.
As a good man, she's going to feel left out. And because women are so hive-minded, in modern times, millions upon millions of women have made men feel like absolute trash simply because he was a good man. And they do what a lot of modern women do: uplift toxic, narcissistic dudes, F-boys, and then cuss all men that they can't find a good one.
To this day!
Now, with this topic in particular, the problem is the women.
Person that is sure about them, and in that you're also going to give yourself the opportunity to find the same. So if you're feeling these feelings of guilt and shame, flip the script.
It's funny how like this selfish act becomes a benevolent act because they deserve better too.
Like that, because it's actually worse to stay with them when you don't actually want to be there.
Honestly, a woman
agree
should
with
feel
that,
guilty.
right, so-
Dusty broads making men feel like crap just because they're crap themselves. And they're afraid, their crap is going to come out next to this good, stunning man. Please.
Men are losing their mind over a recent video that I made explaining how you leaving a good guy doesn't make you a bad person.
Bullshit.
No, but some men would say that makes her a
It makes you a horrible, diabolical succubus.
B-I-T-C-H, a big one, a big one.
Your spouse doesn't have to be abusive in order for your feelings of wanting to leave to be valid. There are
So like she's just said, it doesn't matter if you're putting your hands on her.
You go from good man to abusive. We didn't say anything about abusiveness. We just said good man. Doesn't mean he was abusing you.
Remember, a woman just said this. Doesn't matter if you're putting your hands on her, if you're not the one. Yeah? Okay.
dozens of reasons why marriages fall apart, and a lot of them have nothing to do with somebody being a bad person. Here are some examples: financial problems, growing apart, communication issues, addiction, too much arguing, lack of emotional or physical intimacy, one spouse just isn't carrying their weight in the marriage, maybe you married too
Yeah, women.
young or for the wrong reasons, opposing values or lack of shared interests. Or
Just making up excuses to why it's okay to divorce your spouse. And these are not even that great of excuses.
maybe you just live like platonic roommates. Those are all very common reasons for divorce. And
Now, even with her explaining it and trying to, add facts and everything to it, it's like as a woman herself, a grown woman, does she not understand wording? Does she not understand the impact of wording? Leave the good man. You see, a lot of men would interpret it as, well, what do you mean leave a good man for what? If you're leaving a good man, what are you leaving him for? This
The
again is how
bad.
women don't understand how we as men interpret words. Now, she's gloating because she believes she's triggered men. She thinks she's triggered men, that's why she's gloating, and wow. A very mature woman, isn't she?
No, you just taught men. Women are trash. A lot of women are trash. And men are done with it.
Of course she is. So she's gloating on that. She thinks she's triggered men. Not understanding, wait a second, woman, what do you mean with the wording? The wording, leave the good man. So the man you want after him is not going to be a good man, so long as he's the one. Yeah? Now that's me adding words, but again, without proper context, this is what a lot of men are seeing. Trash already, trash. And as a man, when you hear that, leave a good man, you think to yourself, why the F in this world should any of these women expect anything from a good man? They don't deserve good men. Good men should focus on the few good women that are out there,
I mean, we start a campaign, leave all the good women.
or themselves. Or themselves. Which is what is happening naturally. Naturally. So whereas this woman's gloating about nothing, a lot of men understand, if I have to be an asshole to a woman to keep her in my life, this woman doesn't deserve my time or anything
True.
valuable in my life.
doesn't make you or your spouse a bad person.
No, but it could make her a trifling garden tool. A trifling garden tool.
Never feel guilty for having to walk away from the good guy. Just because he's a good guy, just because he's a gentleman, just because he treats you well, just because he's generous, just because
Again, no abuse, no badness, just niceness.
he's successful and he's nice and all of those things, that's not a reason alone to choose him. He could be a good guy.
Notice, in comparison to the previous woman, this woman's noting off the fact of, okay, there's nothing wrong with him.
What is the good reason to choose him then? Like the height? The height is more important than all of those things combined, or what?
Treats you well just because he's generous, just
Financially secure and everything, decent. Still, as a woman, don't feel guilty for leaving a decent man. Yeah. When men talk about the repercussions, when men talk about the amount of decent men who have been left in the wake of so many bitter women, and they don't understand why men aren't gentlemen anymore, why men don't court anymore, why men don't chase, pursue, it's like they're complaining about the problems that they're creating. Again, step back. This is why a lot of men question, what are you talking about? because you're creating the exact problems you complain about. If men are hearing so many women say this, why would any man want to be a gentleman, want to court, want to be that sort of man, be a good, decent man? Even if you are in yourself, why would you want to be that for the modern woman? Why?
Yep.
But again, that's why we refer to them as the modern woman.
Damn
There's
right we
nothing
do.
traditional here. It's like you say women are for the streets now. It's like, pretty much.
But that doesn't mean that he is good enough for you. That doesn't mean that he is right for you, and you should not have to compromise on your standards or your non-negotiables because he's a good guy. Men should already be good men. They should already have character traits that are suitable for your relationship. They should already be chivalrous. They should already be generous. They should already have success in their life. They should already have these characteristics as a decent human being. That is not a reason to choose him. And we really need...
Just because people should be doesn't mean people are. People should be nice. People should be good. Are they? This whole people should be rich and well off. Should they be? How do you know? What do you see around you that tells you everybody's just well off? They need to be well off once they hit certain ages. It doesn't make sense.
need to stop putting these men on a pedestal because they're nice, because they're good men, because they're
When have nice men ever been put in a pedestal?
generous. Like, they shouldn't be that
Lies.
way.
So then why every day do women like you come on the internet complaining about men treating them like crap? I mean, if that were the case, all of you should be getting these amazing men, but you aren't. None of you are. Where are they?
The one.
You see, when a lot of women are on the internet crying about nonsense, a lot of men don't care.
No one cares.
Because a lot of men know deep down, this woman probably abandoned, left, played, cheated on, or just abused the F out of a decent man, a good man. And they
Oh,
don't
yeah, she
understand. That's not unique to them. A large majority of them do this now. It's not unique. They help to create F-boys and they have no idea. They help to make these villain men and they have no idea. A large number of
Well, remember, they like these men, so the more of them, the better it is for them.
F-boys would admit and tell you, I was actually once a good, decent man. But women let me know, please. I'll still give it up. You don't need to be a gentleman. I'll still give it up anyway. Why bother?
Never feel guilty for having to walk away from the good guy. Just because he's a good guy, just because he's a gentleman, because they're good men, because they're generous. Like, they should already be that way.
Silence, you fool!
I had a good man last year.
Did you?
I let his ass go.
Oh.
He was a good man, but like I said, he was not my good man.
The one.
And here we go again. Notice. And this is why I do this point. I'll show you women of different colors, ages, and backgrounds, and I'll note and point out they make the exact same point.
Yeah, he was not my good man.
Oh my God. It's actually boring, isn't it? It's like they want to be seen as unique, but it's like, what's unique? You're reading from the same playbook. Oh, we should be excited though, as mentioned. We are excited. Let me go chase a woman. Let me go find my one.
That is bullshit.
Please.
He was everything that I mentioned. He did it, but in regards of what benefited him, and he demanded so much without considering who I am as a person. He paid.
So he wanted reciprocity, and your torta ass couldn't give it to him.
Pay for everything.
Okay. Of course.
Any problem you had, he fixed it.
Okay. Of course.
Sex, he was good.
You broke it off.
Wow. No problem. Man was paying for it, taking care of it, and hitting it good as well.
Spicy.
And she still left him. Yeah. Revenge is not a good word, is it? But one of the best revenges you can ever have as a man is when a good woman leaves you or leaves a man and her life turns to absolute shit. Woo! It turns to bright, shining shite. Glistening, smelly, shitey doo-doo.
Disgusting.
Good. This is why I urge good men to never go back. Never, ever, never in your life go back. The karma, the vengeance, all that would happen in time. Not guaranteed, because some women end up doing better, sadly. But no, time is a beautiful, sweet thing. Because one thing modern women have proven to you is even when you're doing everything, you're paying, you're taking care of her, and you're dropping good D, still not enough, bruh. It's still not enough.
I ghost him.
Okay, finish. Okay.
For the simple fact, he wanted to have somebody love him in he was the only child.
Okay.
So he wanted me to treat him as like his mother, hoping that I would be super affectionate. And I'm not. So that used to aggravate him to the point that he'll yell to the top of his lungs, I deserve to be loved like this. You absolutely do.
And she's admitting what I said at the beginning of the video. A lot of women do not deserve good, decent men. If they were fully accountable, They'd admit like, you're too good for me. Next to you, I'm going to seem like absolute crap, like a monster. Whereas if you're toxic and narcissistic, it doesn't matter how toxic she is. That doesn't matter. You being a man who's like that, it's going to outweigh her level of toxicity because you're a toxic man. Yeah? A toxic man isn't going to expect affection from her because he's not going to give her any anyway. Know your worth, man. Know your effing worth.
So go find you somebody else that can do that for you because I cannot hold you. I can't do that. That's not who I am. Affectionate. It's not that I wasn't affectionate. He wants me to be super affectionate, and that's not something that I am. And I it's like, even if I try, I'm fake.
And strangely enough, as a man nowadays, you can have more options by being a fake toxic dude. You get a lot more when you do not give an F. The world is yours. Have a nice day.
You know, growing up, I never realized I was the nice guy because I didn't feel like I was the nice guy. Because when it came to everything else, I was the mean, evil guy. But when it came to women, I was the nice guy. Failed miserably, man. Failed miserably. Got cooked left and right. But now I learned, and now I'm not saying I'm some fuckboy or something, but I do ignore women to a whole nother level degree than I ever used to. So it's actually better, right? To not be so lustful, to not be so thirsty for the attention of women. It's better for you. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time.